Happy Wednesday, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. And today I just wanted to talk about forgiveness, which is definitely a tough topic. Not only forgiveness of others, forgiveness of yourself also, which, depending on the person, might be more difficult than forgiveness of others. Because we've all done things in our lives, some things that we're not proud of, along with everyone else. It's not easy being human all the time, and a lot of people like to channel the pain they're feeling, push that off onto other people, whether that be through anger, jealousy, saying hurtful things, trying to make you feel the same way they feel, that vibrational frequency that they're feeling. Every emotion has a certain vibration to it that affects your whole body. And when you push that emotion off to other people, instead of working on that within yourself, you're then pushing that vibration onto other people. Like when you get into an argument with somebody and you're angry, and then they come back at you with that same energy, that same anger. They're picking up on that energy that you're giving off, and they're reacting and bringing their frequency to match you. Which, of course, it's not easy to maintain your own emotional state when somebody's treating you poorly. But I think the most important thing to know is that nobody's going to come after you or try and hurt you unless they're also hurting inside and they're not sure how to deal with it. And maybe you're hurting inside too, and the way you react to their reactions, is a reflection of how you're feeling inside. And then when you have interactions with that other person who's also hurting, you're just bouncing back and forth off of what you're both feeling, and that's not really an effective way to handle things. If you haven't read the 4 agreements, I highly recommend it. The first agreement is being impeccable with your word. Number 2 is, give me a second, I can't remember off the top of my head. Number 3, I believe, was, number 2 is don't take anything personally, which is, very important to the point I'm trying to make here. Number 4 is always do your best, and number 3, I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe it'll come to me during the rest of the video, but definitely look up the 4 agreements. It's a famous book. It's very popular. It's definitely very meaningful and definitely helps a lot with dealing with the day-to-day world. So what I was saying was, if somebody's coming at you or trying to hurt you in some type of way, most often they're also hurting inside and they don't know how to deal with it. So they project that onto other people, trying to bring people to that level. And that's why not taking things personally is so important. The other thing is, too, we all change and grow, and we all make mistakes. No matter what age you are, you're going to make mistakes. So you have to realize that about other people. Sometimes people hurt you really bad, and it's tough to find that forgiveness, and forgive things that you yourself have done in your past. Those emotional connections we have to things in our past and people in our past, they're called emotional anchors. And those emotional anchors keep you anchored to the emotions of that experience, of that time in your life. It's like a form of emotional time travel. So whenever you think about that experience or think about your past, those emotional anchors are tugging at you. And those are the things that keep us from being able to progress and move forward in life. Because if you're stuck in the past and constantly thinking about the past and what you've done and what other people have done to you, it makes it very hard to move forward and focus on the future and to help build the life that you want to build, help to manifest what you want without being dragged down by anchors of things from your past. And forgiveness of other people, easier said than done. If you come from a place of understanding, regardless of who it is or what they've done, You'll understand that, maybe something similar had happened to them and they were hurting, or they were trained in some type of way because of the way they were raised or the way other people hurt them, and they're reacting to that, that stimuli from their past in their present, and there's that projection right there. I'm not saying it's easy, but if you really want to move forward in life and you really want to progress and not be dragged down by your ties from your past, it's important to, find forgiveness in that, which may not be easier than finding forgiveness in yourself from the things that you've done, because we've all done things that I'm sure we're ashamed of or that we feel bad about. But it's important to know that, in every minute and every second of life, as life progresses, you're a different person than you were a day before, a minute before. You're always learning, and you're always growing, and you're always changing. Even if it doesn't seem that way on the surface, or if somebody seems like, they're the same they've always been, we're always progressing and moving forward. And the wisdom and knowledge we have with that, and the way we see the world, the lessons we learn, help us to realize those lessons and how they've helped us progress. It's important to forgive yourself for what you've done, because that's going to come in and affect you the same way as the emotional anchors and the attachments we have to those memories, and the shame or guilt we feel over things we've done or things we didn't do, things we think we should have done, mistakes we've made, people we've hurt. We're all here learning, and when we make those mistakes to other people, we're helping them learn as well. We're all collectively learning together, and you need to realize that, and you need to find it in your heart, to forgive other people for their mistakes and understand that they're growing and learning, and they're helping you to grow and learn as well how to deal with life and how to deal with challenges and how to overcome them. And once you find it in your heart and you find the way to find forgiveness for others and find forgiveness of yourself, it'll make it easier on a day-to-day basis to look at people differently and the way they react to you and the things you say and the things you do and the way they affect you. If they're trying to hurt you, you realize it makes it a lot easier to realize that they're also coming from a place of hurt. And I think that's very important to progressing and moving forward on whatever path it is path that you're on. Forgiveness is key. It's definitely a big step, and it's a big hurdle, and it's a big challenge, and it makes things very difficult. But you'll come out of it all the better by learning to forgive others. Now, just because you forgive someone, it doesn't mean you need to continue interacting with them in your life. You don't need to talk to somebody to forgive them. They don't need to know you forgive them for you to forgive them. The only thing that matters is what you know and how you feel in your heart. If you want to, you can apologize to other people for things you've done, but you don't have to. You're breaking those anchors for yourself, and it's, it might not be the healthiest thing for you emotionally to bring that up with another person, especially if it's somebody who you're trying to keep out of your life. Once you start thinking about all humanity, everybody as a member of your own family, and you look at the way family members, sometimes don't always have your best interest, or how family members have hurt you or other people, but they're still family, just like every other human being is family. And like I said, just because they don't have your best interest in mind doesn't mean you need to keep them in your life. Family is all of humanity. Family is your friends. Some people's friends and acquaintances are more family, than blood. Blood's not just about family. It's about the people that care about you and take care of you and make you feel good about yourself and help you grow and go out of their way for you and care about you. If somebody's not doing those things for you, then they shouldn't be in your life, and you don't need them in your life. All they're going to do is hold you back. Whether they're biological family, part of your close community of friends, or wherever you live, you have to do what's best for you and be around the people that make you feel good about you, not the people that put you down or make you feel guilty or shameful or bad about who you are or what you've done in your past. Because we're all moving forward together, and you need to help your collective family of humanity. We're all here healing and learning together, and as we all do this together and help each other learn and grow and from our experiences and the things we've learned and the struggles we've overcome, we teach other people how to do that as we all heal together. And all that's going to do is raise your own vibration, bring you more in line with the universe and with yourself, It's going to help heal your chakras. It's going to make you feel better on the inside. It's going to make you feel lighter as you move your vibration along with the earth moving up. As we all connect and become closer as a community and a family, and we break down the barriers and the bridges that we have, based on societal standards and the way we've been conditioned by the media and, old styles of thinking, to look at people based on their appearance, the color of their skin, the way they talk, the culture they come from, and the way they present themselves. People are looking at you the same way because you're not part of that culture. That's not what's important. We're all here together. We're all in this together, and we all need to work together. Not everybody has the vocabulary to properly express how they're feeling on the inside and, their thoughts about particular subjects to even be able to describe it. And, it can be frustrating, but we're all here together and helping and learning and growing. Like I said, you need to look past all those barriers and understand that people are different. We're all different from one another, and we come from different backgrounds. We were all raised differently. We all come from different communities, different countries, different cultures, religious, ethnic backgrounds, which isn't a bad thing. You can learn a lot from people from other cultures. The more you travel, the more you make the concerted effort to communicate with people who aren't like you. You start to see something different in the world, and you see different things in people and how we really are just all one big connected family. You become more compassionate of other people. It makes it easier, like I said, with that forgiveness of others and self, and being more close and connected, feeling more like a family with the world, not just yourself. We're all just here learning, progressing together, and we'll get through it all together once you release those anchors and you don't judge people based on their decisions. The universe will do its own job of judging people and taking care of that in its own way, whether it be through reincarnation or karma. It's not our purpose to judge others, and it's not our right to judge others for what they do and their mistakes. But by having that compassion and forgiveness and understanding that everybody's different and we're all struggling, and breaking down our trauma from childhood, breaking down our generational trauma from great-great-grandparents down, of being conditioned a certain way and becoming slightly better in each generation. You can break those generational curses of abuse or alcoholism and drug use. You affect your family line and bring that generational trauma forward, or you can be the one who brings that generational healing to the forefront, to make a better world for everyone. And the more you heal yourself and the more you heal your generational line, the more you heal from your past life's karma. We have trauma from our past lives that affects us in our current lives. It's not just things that have happened to you in this life and your karma from this life and your traumas. You're healing from, hundreds, if not thousands, of reincarnated lifetimes of either failing or learning lessons and having them repeating, or, having horrific things happen to you. But you have the ability to break those chains, break those emotional chains from not only this life and your past and other people's pasts, but from your past lives, back from the beginning of time, and everything that's affected you and brought you to be the soul you are now. The purpose of the soul is to continue learning as much as possible, to continue growing and healing and becoming like Christ in the healed state, in the state where you're non-judgmental of others, where you're there to help others and listen and understand and help them heal while you continue to heal yourself. That's what we're all here for learning. The more healed you are, the greater your ability is to learn, and the more healed you are, the better your ability is to help others progress on that same path. And we'll all get there one day, but you have to work together. We're not just in it alone. You don't have to be alone and work through things by yourself. There's always people there that can work with you and help you. I think that's pretty much it for today, though. If you guys have any more topics or anything else you want to discuss or talk about, higher dimensions or chakras, reincarnation, the soul, progression through the different vibrational frequencies, crystals, communing with your spirit guides, communing with the universe, tapping into that intelligent knowledge, becoming or bringing forth the God within us, and bring that back into the state of alignment where we are in sync with the universe and can tap into that universal knowledge that's there around us. Once you learn how to do it and practice and raise your vibration and learn to heal yourself and help others, and attract some more positive things in your life to help you grow even more and help you progress. All right. Stay safe out there, everyone. I love you all, and I hope you all continue doing amazing things and being the amazing human beings and people you are, regardless of where you come from, how you were raised, your ethnicity, the color of your skin, or your sexual identity. None of that matters. The soul has none of those things. The soul exists as a light being of pure energy and knowledge and a piece of God. It's all a distraction. It's all an illusion to keep us, enslaved and enchained and judging others and, being disconnected from others. But we can overcome that. Just work together and, stay strong out there. All right. Love you all.